Hello and welcome to Senior Health Over 60, the channel dedicated to helping older adults across America live stronger, healthier, and more independent lives, one smart habit at a time. Now let me ask you something personal. Have you ever been woken up in the middle of the night by a painful leg cramp that grips your calf like a vice? You're not alone. Nighttime cramps are one of the most common and most frustrating issues we face as we age. But here's the good news. The answer might be as simple as what's already in your kitchen. That's right. In today's video, we're diving into 3 incredibly common foods that just might be the secret to calming your muscles, boosting your circulation, and keeping leg cramps at bay. They're easy to find, affordable, and best of all, delicious. I've spent over 30 years as a geriatric physician working with older adults across the U.S., and I can tell you this. Nutrition is one of the most powerful and natural tools we have to support healthy aging. And when it comes to leg cramps, what you eat can make a real difference. So before we get started, please take a moment to hit that like button, share this video with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Over 60. Your support helps us keep making these evidence-based, practical videos for the 60-plus community. Now, are you ready to open that fridge and find out which everyday foods could change your nights for the better? Let's jump in. Now, before we get into the foods that can help, let's take a moment to understand the problem. Why do so many older adults experience leg cramps in the first place? Well, as we age, our muscles naturally begin to lose strength and flexibility. This process, called sarcopenia, starts as early as our 50s and accelerates after 60. Along with it comes reduced circulation, slower muscle recovery, and changes in how our nerves send signals to our muscles. And then, there's the issue of hydration and electrolytes. You see, minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium are essential for smooth muscle function. But many seniors don't get enough of these nutrients, either because of dietary restrictions, medications like diuretics, or simply eating less overall. Even being slightly dehydrated can make your muscles more irritable, and the result, that sharp, sudden cramp that wakes you at 2 a.m. with no warning. I've spoken to hundreds of patients over the years, strong, active folks who suddenly find themselves struggling with leg cramps and stiffness. And time again, we've discovered that small, consistent changes in their nutrition can bring powerful relief. So if you've been blaming your age, your circulation, or even your mattress, it might be time to take a second look at your plate, because what you eat could be playing a bigger role than you realize. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly which 3 foods can support better muscle function and fewer leg cramps, and how to use them effectively in your daily routine. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood superfoods out there, the humble egg. 1. Eggs, the muscle builder you didn't know you needed. Let's talk about one of the simplest, most accessible, and yet most powerful foods you can add to your plate. The egg. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Aren't eggs high in cholesterol? Shouldn't we avoid them as we get older? That was a popular belief for a long time. And for some people with specific heart conditions, it's still important to watch total cholesterol intake. But for most healthy older adults, moderate egg consumption is not only safe, it can be incredibly beneficial. Why? Because eggs are one of nature's most complete sources of protein. Each large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, including all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to repair, grow, and stay strong. And here's the part most people miss. Muscle cramps often stem from fatigue, from muscles that aren't recovering properly after everyday use. Whether it's walking around the grocery store, tending your garden, or climbing stairs, your muscles need consistent fuel and repair to function well. Eggs provide that fuel in a compact, easy-to-digest package. But they're not just about protein. The yolk, often tossed aside, actually contains critical nutrients for muscle and nerve health. Vitamin D, choline, and vitamin B12. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, which is crucial for proper muscle contractions. Without enough of it, muscles can become weak, twitchy, and prone to cramping. This is especially important for seniors who spend less time outdoors and may not get enough sunlight to naturally produce vitamin D. Then, there's vitamin B12. This little powerhouse supports your nervous system, specifically the myelin sheath, which is like the insulation on a wire that ensures smooth, accurate signals from your brain to your muscles. When B12 levels are low, nerves misfire. And guess what? That misfire often shows up as a cramp, a spasm, or a tingling sensation in your legs. Now let me tell you about a patient of mine, Rosemary, 74. She was active, walked every morning, but had nightly leg cramps that would make her jump out of bed in pain. She had no idea that her years of avoiding eggs, due to cholesterol concerns, had left her deficient in vitamin B12 and vitamin D. Once we added 1 egg per day into her breakfast routine, paired with leafy greens and a little fortified milk, the cramps faded within 2 weeks. She was stunned. So was her husband. For seniors who are vegetarian or trying to limit red meat, eggs offer a lower fat, easier to digest source of B12 than steak or liver. And if you're worried about cholesterol, remember, most of the concern around eggs has been debunked. Recent research shows that for most older adults, eating 6 to 7 eggs per week is completely safe and far healthier than processed breakfast meats. If you have kidney issues or very high cholesterol, talk with your doctor about using just egg whites, which still offer plenty of protein without the yolk. And for those managing diabetes, pairing eggs with fiber-rich vegetables or whole grains can help balance blood sugar. So let's recap. 1 simple egg gives your muscles the protein they need to recover, the vitamin D to contract properly, and the B12 to keep your nerves firing smoothly. It's no magic pill, but it's about as close as breakfast gets. And the best part, it's affordable, versatile, and takes less than 5 minutes to cook. Next time you're planning your morning meal, skip the sugary cereal and reach for the skillet. Your legs will thank you, especially when 2 a.m. rolls around and you're still sound asleep. Now, speaking of foods rich in potassium and natural energy, let's move on to food number 2. A familiar yellow favorite you may already have sitting on your counter, the banana. 2 bananas, the potassium-packed powerhouse. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked superfoods for muscle health, the banana. Bananas are a staple in many American homes. They're affordable, easy to grab on the go, and let's be honest, they taste great. But what makes bananas especially powerful for seniors dealing with leg cramps is what's inside them. Potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6. 3 key nutrients your muscles depend on to function properly. Let's start with potassium. This mineral is absolutely essential for normal muscle contractions and nerve signals. When potassium levels drop too low, a condition called hypokalemia, muscles become more excitable. That means they can spasm or cramp up without much warning. As we age, it becomes easier to lose potassium through medications like diuretics, or even through simple dehydration. Many seniors also eat less overall, which can make it harder to get enough potassium from food. That's where bananas come in. A medium banana contains about 420 milligrams of potassium, roughly 12% of what you need in a day. Not bad for something that fits in the palm of your hand. Now, let me tell you about my patient James. He's 68, a retired firefighter who still plays golf every weekend. For months, he struggled with cramping in his calves after long games, especially when he didn't hydrate well. We looked over his diet and realized he wasn't getting enough potassium or magnesium. I suggested something simple. Eat a banana right after his golf round and drink a bottle of water or coconut water with it. Within a week, the cramps started to fade. Within a month, they were nearly gone. But bananas don't just stop at potassium. They also provide magnesium, another mineral that helps muscles relax after contraction. If your magnesium is low, your muscles can stay tense longer than they should, which leads to cramps, stiffness, and even sleep disturbances. Bananas won't give you all the magnesium you need, but they're a good, easy start. And then there's vitamin B6, a critical player in nerve health. It helps regulate neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that tell your muscles when to contract and when to rest. Without enough B6, those signals get mixed up, which is often when cramping and twitching occur. One banana provides about 30% of the daily B6 requirement for older adults. Combine that with its natural sugars, water content, and easy digestibility, and you've got a near-perfect snack to support both muscle and nerve function. Now, if you're someone living with diabetes, you might be wondering, can I still eat bananas? The answer is yes, in moderation, and preferably with other fiber-rich foods like oats, nuts, or a small slice of whole grain toast. That combination helps slow the absorption of sugars and keeps your blood sugar steady. Bananas are especially helpful before bed. Many people find that eating a banana about 1 to 2 hours before going to sleep helps reduce nighttime leg cramps, likely because it supports muscle relaxation, fluid balance, and nerve function all at once. And honestly, it's a simple bedtime habit that doesn't require a prescription, an insurance copay, or a trip to the pharmacy. So next time you reach for a late-night snack or something quick after your daily walk, consider a banana. Not just because it tastes good, but because it gives your muscles exactly what they're asking for: natural fuel and the minerals they need to keep working smoothly. And now that we've covered the benefits of eggs and bananas, let's round out this trio with a food group that often gets overlooked but can make a world of difference: nuts and seeds. 3. Nuts and seeds, tiny foods, big muscle benefits. Now, let's wrap up our list with one of the most underrated heroes in the fight against leg cramps: nuts and seeds. You might not think that a small handful of almonds or pumpkin seeds could make a difference in your muscle health. But trust me, they can. These tiny powerhouses are rich in the exact minerals your body loses most easily, especially as you age. Let's start with magnesium. Magnesium plays a key role in helping your muscles relax. Without enough of it, your muscles can get locked into a contracted state, and that's when cramps strike. Unfortunately, many older adults fall short on magnesium. Whether it's due to a low intake of whole foods, certain medications, or digestive changes that come with aging, it's a real concern I see every day in my practice. One of my longtime patients, Shirley, she's 73, came to me complaining of persistent tightness and random leg spasms, especially after her water aerobics classes. We took a look at her diet, and I noticed she wasn't getting nearly enough magnesium. I asked her to start adding just one small handful of unsalted almonds and a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds into her lunch each day. It was a small change, but a few weeks later, she told me she was sleeping better and her legs hadn't cramped once. Nuts and seeds also contain potassium, just like bananas, but with an added benefit: healthy fats. These fats, particularly the monounsaturated fats in almonds and cashews, and the omega-3s in walnuts and flax seeds, help reduce inflammation in the body. And when your muscles are inflamed, they're more prone to soreness, fatigue, and yes, cramping. These fats also support better circulation, which is essential for getting oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. Better circulation means muscles can heal faster, function longer, and perform with less risk of fatigue-induced cramps. On top of that, nuts and seeds are a good source of protein, the building block your muscles depend on to recover and stay strong. It's not as much protein as you'd get from an egg or a piece of chicken, but it adds up, especially when eaten daily. And let's not forget their convenience. You don't have to cook, prep, or refrigerate them. Just toss a small container in your bag, keep a jar on the counter, or sprinkle them on your oatmeal or salad. It's one of the easiest ways to add nutrient density to your diet without changing your routine too much. A word of caution though, portion control matters. Nuts and seeds are calorie dense, so a small handful, about 1 ounce, is just right. That's around 20 almonds or 2 tablespoons of seeds. If you have sensitive digestion, start with smaller amounts and gradually increase to see how your body responds. And make sure to choose unsalted varieties whenever possible. Salted, roasted, or flavored nuts may contain added sodium, which can actually contribute to dehydration. And that's something we want to avoid if our goal is fewer leg cramps. If you're allergic to tree nuts or seeds, don't worry. There are other ways to get magnesium and potassium. But if you tolerate them well, these foods are a fantastic, natural way to fight cramping from multiple angles. Electrolytes, anti-inflammation, nerve support, and muscle recovery. In my experience, the seniors who add a variety of nuts and seeds into their meals, even just a few times a week, often report fewer spasms, better energy, and less soreness overall. So go ahead and sprinkle a few chia seeds in your yogurt. Snack on a handful of walnuts in the afternoon. Blend in some flax seeds to your morning smoothie. These small actions add up to big relief over time. Now we've talked about 3 powerful foods: eggs, bananas, and nuts and seeds. In the next section, I'll show you how to bring them all together with simple habits and routines that make muscle support a daily, delicious part of your life. Daily habits to keep leg cramps away for good. So now that we've covered the what, let's talk about the how. How do you actually take these 3 powerful foods, eggs, bananas, and nuts or seeds, and turn them into part of a daily routine that works for your lifestyle? First, keep it simple. These foods don't require fancy recipes or complicated prep. In fact, some of the most effective routines are also the most effortless. Start your morning with a balanced breakfast. Maybe it's a scrambled egg with a slice of whole grain toast and some fresh spinach on the side. Or a bowl of oatmeal topped with sliced banana and a sprinkle of chopped walnuts. Just one change like that can give your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong and avoid cramping through the day and night. Then, make hydration a priority. This one's often overlooked, but it's crucial. Your muscles rely on proper fluid levels to contract and relax smoothly. Even mild dehydration can set you up for nighttime spasms. Aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. If plain water isn't appealing, try adding a slice of lemon or sipping on unsweetened coconut water for extra electrolytes. Next, find a moment during your day, maybe mid-morning or after lunch, to enjoy a handful of nuts or seeds. You can keep a small container in your kitchen, your purse, or even your car. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, walnuts, whatever works for you. Just remember to go easy on the salted ones. And let's not forget movement. Gentle stretching, daily walking, or even light chair yoga can help improve circulation and reduce stiffness, which all play a role in preventing cramps. A simple 5-minute stretch before bed can do wonders. Remember, this isn't about overhauling your entire life. It's about small, sustainable steps. 1 egg here, 1 banana there, a few sips of water, a short walk after dinner. These are the habits that, when repeated over time, create real results. Because at the end of the day, fighting leg cramps isn't just about comfort. It's about reclaiming your rest, your freedom to move, and your confidence in your own body. You've got this. A stronger tomorrow starts with today's plate. So let's take a moment to look back at what we've uncovered together. We started with the pain, that sharp, unwelcome cramp that pulls you out of sleep or cuts your walk short. It's frustrating, exhausting, and unfortunately, all too common as we age. But the good news is, it doesn't have to stay that way. We talked about 3 everyday foods, eggs, bananas, and nuts or seeds, that are packed with the muscle-loving nutrients your body craves. Protein, potassium, magnesium, B12, healthy fats, and more. They're not exotic, they're not expensive, and they don't require a personal chef or a prescription. They just require a little intention, a small shift in how you build your meals. Think about it. 1 egg at breakfast, 1 banana before bed, a handful of almonds or pumpkin seeds between lunch and dinner. That's not a radical diet. That's just good sense backed by decades of research, years of clinical experience, and thousands of seniors who have told me, "Doc, I feel better. I sleep better. I don't wake up cramping anymore." Of course, no food is a cure-all, but together, these small choices add up. They help you move more freely, sleep more soundly, and feel more confident in your own body, not just today, but in the years ahead. You deserve that. You've earned that. So here's my final challenge to you. Just for the next 7 days, try it. Add these 3 foods into your routine. Keep a little water bottle by your side. Do a quick stretch before bed and see what happens. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how much better your legs and your life can feel. And if you found this video helpful, please don't keep it to yourself. Like it. Share it with a friend or loved one who might also be struggling with leg cramps. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Over 60. Your support means the world to us. It's what allows